Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I thought that since I am already halfway through this sketchbook, I'm gonna give you a tour because this sketchbook is huge and I'm actually considering switching to another one for a while and then I will come back to this one, but I hope I will come back to this one. Since it's already huge and there's a lot of art in it, I thought that I will give you a quick tour. This is Nerdforge Sketchbook. I did a review of this sketchbook. It's already on my channel, so I'm not gonna talk more about it. Let's just start the tour. So the sketchbook I started the sketchbook on 21st of September actually. Oh my god. I thought a little bit later. But yes, I started it with pretty simple illustration of just a gate surrounded with flowers, and most of the paintings, as you would see, are made with gouache and Neocolors and pencils. Unfortunately, the Neocolors transfer a little bit to the other page, and once I noticed that this is happening, I started putting a tissue paper over each page. Now I'm not painting, I'm just showing you, so I put all the tissue paper out, but normally I would just put it, so this is not happening. The next page I did for the prompt tiger. I'm not sure what art challenge it was, but it was something on Instagram. I really don't remember right now, but I've struggled a lot with painting tigers. So these turn out pretty good as what I went through to paint them. Okay, and after that tigers, I really wanted something simple and easy, so I just made some plants. I am really using a lot of these color palette where I'm mixing green and purple, pink, also blue recently, but you can see that my color palette here is pretty consistent. I mean, I'm changing it a little bit because I'm still trying to find this, like, my style for the colors. For example, here is maybe a little bit too pink, but yeah, here are just some simple landscapes I did when I guess somewhere in the beginning when I started learning how to paint landscapes. And yeah, I've added a lot more purple here for the fence, and I've actually really love how the hills in the background turned out. What I'm trying to do also right now is to, if I mix this pink with green, I'm trying to put the pink all around the page so it looks more consistent and the color palette looks a lot better, because if, I don't know, you just put one color here and the other one in the background or somewhere else and they don't have this like connection between each other, it would like just look like out of the place. So I'm still learning this, I'm still trying, but yeah, here are my results. Here's the page I started. You can see a sketch of a house here. Not sure why I never finished it, but I don't know, I would probably finish it when I will be finishing the entire sketchbook, just to fill out the spreads, but I don't really like going back. I don't know. I like going forward in the sketchbook, so this is left for now. Okay, here are some sketches I did in Rome. You can see my vlog from Rome and all of my struggles with drawing there on my channel. But yeah, here are just some sketches. The Trevi fountain, and there were a lot of these pretty columns, these towers there. So I really like these round shapes on top of the towers, and all of that I did, I think, only with pencils, maybe a little bit with maybe a little bit of Neocolors, but yes, here are some more sketches. As it was really hard to find a place to sit and draw there, I think I did most of them in some quiet street out of the, like, not any touristic place or anything, just only the Colosseum. There were actually a really fun part about the Colosseum, so you should really see the vlog. It didn't have a lot of views. I don't know. I really love the video. I think it was one of the best ones on my channel, but it doesn't have so many views. And here is the illustration I did. Also, there is a video about me doing it, but it's based on the photos I took in Rome. It's like a more urban painting and inspired by my trip. Okay, here is the Hobbit house. I did it in 10 minutes for the video that I'm painting the same thing in 10 minutes, 1 hour and 10 hours. So here's the 10-minute version. And then, because I've liked the how fast I did it in 10 minutes, so I thought, oh, maybe I will do more of them. And I started making landscapes in 15 minutes. So here are two very simple ones with just mountains, river, trees, and I'm really happy about the colors on this one. I didn't have much time to think about what I do and like on anything, because I think it was 15 minutes, not 10, because 10 were like super crazy, but it was 15 minutes and there wasn't time for anything. So I just went with the flow, and the colors turned out really nice here. Here are another two. Also love them. Here is maybe a little bit too pink there, but it complements with the pink on the sky and on the hills up here, so it also turned out really great. Here were some more complex ones, maybe, the Monument Valley, some waterfalls. I wanted to do something more challenging than just hills and the river and the trees, because come on, this is easy. And it actually turned out really amazing. And I also went with this for the next spread, where I painted these cacti from, it was a view from somewhere in Arizona, I guess, and then from California, the cliffs and rocks and everything. It was a very great exercise actually to paint all of these, every single one in 15 minutes. I also have a video about it if you want to see it. But yes, then I went into another paintings, not sure. It is probably just something I found on Pinterest and felt inspired to paint it. But as you can see, I really love painting landscapes, and this one is actually also one of my favorites. It is based on a very popular photo on Pinterest. I've already seen a couple of other people's painting it, but each of our paintings is different, and this is great that even if we are inspired or use a reference, the same thing, every artist will put something from them, will put their style and everything, and all of these paintings are actually different. Yeah, here I was looking for more and more inspiration. This actually got a lot of likes on my YouTube shorts. I really love the colors. I started using more yellow here because it's still like yellow green, but I wouldn't use it before. And there's no much pink here, which is again something new. And the pink that I drew the lines is more peachy pink than violet pink. But yeah, it actually turned out really, really great. And so the landscapes continue. I have a giant folder on Pinterest with landscapes as references. Oh, and here are my, like, one of my favorite spread from the entire sketchbook. I painted 2 scenes from Studio Ghibli. I think they are both from Totoro. This definitely is. Not sure about this one, I'm sorry, but it was challenging at first because for like all of the previous ones, like besides the drawings, I've used gouache, and for all of them I actually used acrylic gouache from Holbein and Neocolors and Pencils. But for this one, I wanted to do the entire page with only paint. So it was a little bit different experience, and I had to be patient. Okay, I'm not sure. I think maybe I had jelly gouaches for this one already. So there is a possibility I painted this with jelly gouache, but yeah, it actually turned out really beautiful, and this one was so out of my comfort zone. I thought it would look awful because, come on, there's no landscapes, there is no pink and green everywhere. But I've actually enjoyed painting it a lot, and the result is great. I really love it. I've used pencils here for the details on the characters, but other than that, it also made mostly with gouache. I can see a little bit of Neocolors some in there, but yeah. And here we are starting the part that I painted in Spain. So here is a spread I did with some views from our first days there. Here's a house that I've seen on the road near Valencia. Luna first time seeing the sea, a giant ficus, and our view from the apartment we had. I'm not a big fan of this spread. It is what it is, but it's memories, so. And then there are a lot of paintings inspired by everything that was around us. We were, for the first week, we were living in Agua Dulce, a city right next to Almeria, so you can see the views from around there. These palm trees were like right next to our apartment. Here is the house I told you about. I really like the small one, so I did a bigger version to like use its full potential. And here are some houses that were all around the Agua Dulce, the city that we lived. I took a lot of photos there. I took a lot of reference photos. People had these beautiful gardens full of all the plants that are dying in my apartment. And they were just growing into huge trees outside there. So yeah, this is crazy, but It really looked lovely. There were also a lot of this paradise. How is it called? It's called Strelitzia, like a paradise flower, or I don't want to lie now, but these guys are so expensive in our country, and it's a little bit hard to like keep them alive and to have them blossom. It's really not an easy thing, and they were just growing everywhere like regular bushes there. So yeah, here seen a house when we were to Cabo de Gata Park. I took the photo. It had a perfect composition and just it looked like a heaven to live there. There were obviously also the cliffs, and here I tried something a little bit different with orange and red, and I really like the results. Orange also complement very well as they are on the opposite side of the color wheel with blue, so they complement each other pretty well, and yeah, and it looks really nice. Lonely palm tree. Greg told me I should put a boat or something here to like close the composition a little bit, or like to add something to this composition, but I was a little bit afraid of doing it and just left it as it was. And here I started using more pencils. I got a little bit bored with gouaches, so I started sketching. I wanted to sketch outside, but the day I went outside with a sketchbook and everything, it was so windy that it was impossible. So I actually sketched all of it when I came back to the apartment. It's done with Caran Luminance pencils and Neocolors. So yeah, just tiny little sketches. And here I wanted to start working on my animal drawing skills, which are basically on level 0 right now, as you can see. And the tigers didn't turn out that great, and I'm just not happy with these pages. But maybe the sketchbook needed them because all of the previous one were really pretty, and now I'm not that afraid of putting something ugly in this sketchbook anymore. Okay, let's go, because this page is even worse. I mean, the last one turned out nice. I'm gonna try and paint some more tigers in the future, because I would like to start to the landscapes adding some characters, because landscapes themselves can be a little bit boring. Okay, and here are the views from our second apartment. We had some pretty palm trees and plants, potted plants on our terrace, and it wasn't the exact view from our terrace, but inspired by it. And then Hogwarts Legacy came out and everyone was playing, but I couldn't because we hadn't had our Xbox with us, so I've only painted a Hagrid house, the Barrow, and yeah, and that's it. And also the end of the Harry Potter topic. So here is the illustration I did with red, which was a little bit scary for me to use red, but it was supposed to be like a Norway kind of house. So it actually works really nice with the deep green that's in the background. So it was supposed to be, you know, like the forest and the house in the forest with the lake. Yeah, I actually really love this spread. And then I've got bored with, you know, with gouaches again and switched to pencils, and it was actually really relaxing to just sit and draw all of these plants. The first page didn't turn out that pretty, but I really like the second one, and actually the next spread is turned out amazing. I really love how these two monsteras turn out. It's monkey monstera and like monstera deliciosa. And I'm definitely going to draw more plants because they are turning amazing, and I'm thinking of doing some collection for my shop based on this topic. So maybe if I can't keep my plants alive, I can at least keep them alive in my sketchbook. Yeah. Here I tried, like, maybe not a new technique because I've already tried it before, but I wanted to do something quick and easy and simple, and I divided the page on these smaller sections and started drawing with pencils and then adding details with Neocolors. And as I did the first waterfall, I really like it. Then I did the second waterfall, and then I decided it's gonna be a spread about waterfalls, and it actually turned out really pretty. I'm thinking that maybe they could be turned into like little stickers or something, because I'm really happy with the style, and there is more purple than pink as well. So they have a little bit different color palette, but I think it actually works a lot better when there is a lot of blue and this purple and like, okay, it still has pink, but it's more salmon pink going into beige. Yes, here is the spread I did for the Neocolors video. I did like video with tips on how to use watercolors with all the ways I use them, and there are just some pages I did for the video along with this one and this one. Here it was the final art with using all the techniques I'm using, so gouache, Neocolors and pencils. And then another one. I'm not a big fan of this one because this house turned out pretty weird, but yeah. And here's also one of my favorite spreads. You can see it in my last vlog, how I created it. There's an entire process along with an accident with spilling coffee all around the place, and I used a tutorial for this spread. It's all made with gouache, and I like it so much that I decided to use the same technique. I'm going to link you the tutorial down in the descriptions, and it's really worth. The artist she's called Rolf. Sorry, I can't pronounce it, but you have the artist here, and she's super talented. I love her gouache videos, and I'm actually considering subscribing to like her gouache course or something like this. So yeah, you can also try this technique if you like working with gouache. And then I did also this spread. This is actually like, I like it a lot better. It's more detailed, and I love the composition and how all the layers worked perfectly together. You can also see the process of how I created it in my last vlog. So I really could recommend watching it. It was a really fun experience. And we are almost at the end. I then switch to pencils again and draw some fish. The composition of this page is not perfect, but there are some small fishes here that you barely see, so the one problem I had here is that I haven't put anything, any tissue paper in between, and once I switched to the other side, the yellow transferred a little bit to this page, and then these dark colors transferred a little bit here, so it doesn't look that great anymore, and I was a big fan of this page before. And here is the last spread of this sketchbook. We are halfway. And I just felt inspired, and we were leaving Spain in a moment after that, so I just wanted to paint something related to spring and flowers, so I did a cherry blossom. I love how it turned out. I think I haven't posted it anywhere yet, but I'm gonna do. And yes, and here's just a quick page of my recent new art supplies that I'm gonna show you all in the next video, or maybe you've already seen it. Not sure not sure which one video will go first. So yeah, we are halfway. I am halfway through the sketchbook, and I just feel like I need to move to another one right now, and I will come back into this one later and finish it. As you know, like as I said, putting the really ugly page with these. Where are they? With these tigers, like a little bit. Made me a little bit less afraid of putting like random pages like these as well in the sketchbook. So that's it for the tour. It's still a long way to go to the end, but one day I will finish it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you like my art and what I create, please consider subscribing to my channel, and thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye bye!